This presentation is on using YouTube as a teaching tool. There are several reasons why you would use YouTube as a teaching tool. One of them is student review. Students can go to the YouTube video and either learn things new or learn things that they have previously learned in the classroom as a review to study for exams, or if they just don't understand the concept and they need to hear it a second time. Another reason you'd want to use YouTube as a teaching tool is professional development. For the teachers, you could actually go through the presentation. A couple months down the road, the teacher may have forgotten how to upload the YouTube video. They can go back to the presentation on YouTube and learn again how to upload it. The third way to learn YouTube as a teaching tool is backward design. Backwards design is when a teacher presents the material to a student and then allows them to comprehend the material and then come back to school the next day and answer questions and go over the material they just learned. So by that I mean, let's say a math teacher would put the video on how to do a certain problem out on YouTube, send it to the students, emailing them. The students would review that material, would try to attempt to do the problems. Then if they struggled or had issues the next day in class, they could discuss it and why it didn't work. The first step to making your video is you have to choose your software program. There are several types you can use. You can use screen capture, which is what I'm using here. It's a $6.99 package. You can buy it for an iPad or a Mac computer. You can also get the light version, which is free, but it only records up to 2 minutes at a time, whereas the Screen Capture Pro records endlessly. Active Inspire, which comes with your Promethean board, that can be used on a PC or a Mac, and then there's Smart Notebook to be used with the smart boards. On this next demonstration, this video from YouTube, I had some teachers use their Active Inspire software.
Okay, I'd like to go through an example by your little password. So suppose
and this is what a teacher would send to students.
A and B.
This is an actual lesson that he did in class.
-5 and 10. Can somebody tell me, how would I find the distance between points A and B, knowing the coordinates of -5 and 10? Mr. Steele.
AB would be equal to -5. That's the value of -5 minus 10.
Okay, very good. Notice, class, that he said absolute value because he wants to guarantee that this difference is positive. We need the length of the segment to be positive.
Mr. Staten, Mr. Sprudy?
Yes.
Could we have gone 10 minus -5 instead?
That is correct. The way in which you subtract will not matter. If you're using absolutes, it doesn't matter whether you take the A minus B or the B minus A. But Mr. Siegel, what does that become? What is the -5 minus 10?
-15.
Okay, so that, well, okay.
That's
So,
the value of -15.
okay, very good. Because what he's doing is he's adding the opposite. So he's thinking it was the -5 plus the opposite of 10, which is the absolute value of -15. And what is the absolute value of -15?
15.
Okay, very good, which is a positive.
Now with that video, the teacher could have sent it to a student that may have been absent, and that way the student doesn't really miss the material. If he has questions, he can still go back and see the teacher, but at least in that instance, the student can start on their homework if they're not at that school that day. Another way they could record the video is also using their phones. If you've got a student in class with an iPhone, they can video it and then just upload it straight into YouTube. And make sure they label it correctly, but the other kids can then instantaneously review their own work, what they've done that day in class. Okay, once you've got the YouTube on your computer, the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create a Google account or use your existing account. Once you've done that, and I'm going to show you on the next video how to do that, you would then go into YouTube through your Google account. Okay, And this is a step-by-step procedure on how to create your account. There's one of two ways you can go to create a new account. You can fill out your first and last name. You can choose a username, create a password. The video that I've done is going to show you step by step, although at the very end of this portion of the video I am not going to actually create an account because I already have one created. So I'm going to use my existing account to get into it. Once you've created, excuse me, once you've created this Google account, there's several things in Google that you can use. You can create documents, you can create spreadsheets. There's endless possibilities with a Google account for education. You can, as you're going to see, you can upload videos. You can look at Google Maps. If you don't have an account, I suggest you do an account just because there's so much to offer through Google. And it also gives you a second email account in case you need one. I have actually 3 email accounts. But it's nice to have a backup plan and in case your one email account fails. And it doesn't take long to create this account. I'm making up some of these dates and things like that because I just want to get through it. On the mobile phone number, I do not put a mobile phone number in. It's not required that you do it. I prefer not to do it. I don't want to be contacted through my phone. That being said, if you do it, then you can retrieve your password using a text message. Some kids do that because it's easier. Like any time you sign up for any kind of account, they ask you for a privacy stamp, basically. That is so, and you can see that I'm putting it in now. That privacy stamp is so computers don't hack in to the Google accounts and by a machine and just do random, set up random things and down the Google system. Okay, I went ahead and I'm going to go ahead and just sign in here because, like I said, I already have a Google account. And you can see that I clicked on YouTube. And now I'm going to go to my channels because I have my own channels that I've set up or created, and I've created several. After this presentation, I'll actually have this particular presentation put up into YouTube as well. So if you would like to go back and review what I've gone over, you're more than welcome to do so. The next thing you do is you click on upload, and then you go to select files from your computer. And I am browsing my folder on my screen capture, and I have started to upload the movie. Once your movie is done uploading, depending on the amount of time it takes, you can then start sharing your video. You would need, once you upload it, you would need to title it and make a short description of it and then invite users. On this YouTube video, I have described how to do it. Now you see that the movie has been downloaded and there's a green check mark next to the movie. And they're asking for a title. Well, if I put this title on the screen capture title, you're not going to know what it is. And you're going to have to click on it to find out what the movie's about, the video is about. So I'm going to go ahead and put a title on it. This is a different video that I've downloaded. And my description is going to be math. So if you're looking for something to do with math and you're doing a search in Google, that will come up under the YouTubes. I'm going to tag it as math as well. You can do several tags. You can say solving for X, you can call it math, you can call it equations, anything that would get it to go. The next thing that I did was I chose the education and I chose public. Now I'm going to click on that share button. And you'll notice I highlighted the address because I want to copy it just to make sure I've got that address correct. And I want to email it to my students. Now, I didn't have to copy it, but I always like to copy it just in case the page goes down or I accidentally hit the wrong button. I have the address copied. Otherwise, I'd have to go do a search. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and email it to myself. I like to do that, so I have all of my videos, the links as well for later use if I need it. I can also email my students in my class. I'm going to put an additional note on there so when the kids get it, they know what the YouTube's about before they even have to go to the YouTube. In that box you could also put professional development on a certain date, and so the teachers would know what that YouTube, pertained to. Or you could put directions on, like, a homework assignment of what they needed to complete for the next day of class. And then I hit email, and my email's been sent successfully. Okay, I would like to extend an invitation for the teachers to go the extra mile. Put a little more emphasis into your classroom. This isn't going to take much more time. You're already doing the problems anyway, or you're already discussing in the class. All you've got to do is push that record button and then go about your business. On YouTube, there's actually editing, which we will go over in the next lesson, but there's an editing button where you can cut things out of your video. So, just push the button and go with it. Go with the flow. The kids don't mind. It makes it much more interesting. And the kids, this is their generation. They're used to this. This extra little video I put in here, I enjoyed it. I actually found it when I was loading my videos up to YouTube, my math video. A school set this up, and the students all got involved, and it's a way to link with your students. I hope you enjoy it.
Going in the best of all of this system, and I won't stop now. Put your hands up high on the screen, cause I got 3 ways to get the top back down. It never went nowhere. But to say in math is back. Sometimes equations are easy. That's when I like to graph. And I'm on the system of tracks, so I spit like graphing flow. The lines slant up or down, like lines with slope should go. So grab your first line, now grab the other one too. The intersection is your answer. That's all you've got to do. Sometimes lines are the same. It's infinite solutions. Sometimes they never touch. No common point reducing. We solve it all the time. It's how we represent. Cause all I do is solve no matter what. Got systems on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the classroom, all my students hands go up. Can they stay there? Can they stay there? Can they stay there? Up, down, up, down, up, down. That's all I do is solve. And if you're solving it, put your hands in the air, make them stay there. It's time for me to roll eliminations here. Sometimes graphing is a no-no when the lines don't cross real clear. So I put down my graph paper. My students want to eliminate. They see it, they say, oh boy. Tell Murphy, line it up on the top and bottom row. Make coefficients both the same. Get one plus the other minus. Those are the rules of this game. Multiply or divide. That's the only way to get your coefficients right. These additive inverses wipe out x or y. Whatever's easier is what you have to decide. All we do is solve. You solve for x, and I ain't solve for y. Eliminate with me, cause I'm always solving right. Solve, no matter what. Got systems on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the classroom, all my students hands go up. Can they stay there? Can they stay there? Can they stay there? Up, down, up, down, up, down. That's all I do is solve. And if you're solving it, put your hands in the air, make them stay there. Math, the classroom, variables on the stove, equations getting heated, systems getting sold. Winner is a teacher, math overload. I've been using substitution since I was 13 years old. Get X or Y alone on expressions, what you get on them, lock it up, block it up. That's the way you talk it up. On me, I'm teaching up, the pressure's up. Check it out, plug this in with us, like a cord in a socket. One variable now is all you have. Solve it up, do the math. Find its value, take it back to other variables, what you have. Time and time again, when I'm solving systems, Dubs out says it best, just solve, baby, solve. All I do is solve.